steal again. My nephew, it was fine. They knew about it.
But no, I tested my internet kind of after I worked before our session, and it was glitched. But now it's showing it's fine.
Yeah, I would say when in doubt, stick to whatever you have at the house for sure, even if it's shit, because it'll probably correct. Yeah, it'll correct. Whereas during that race, you weren't correcting. You were just, it was just broken.
Yeah, I know. I was lagging, and everybody around me was lagging. I figured it was.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
It's all right. You still had a good race.
Yeah. Because I don't know. You were playing mind games with me, the game was playing mind games with me, and it kept time. How far is you? And I couldn't tell if you...
Oh my god.
See, he's only been racing with you.
Have started with
he's only been racing with you a couple of weeks and he's already got the measure of you.
There's no mind games. I'm a nice guy. I'm not. There's no mind games. I don't know what Sean told you. He's heard of Vern as something that happened 10 years ago. You know, back when we raced shitty go-karts and he was driving into minivans instead of racing. You know, I mean, you gotta watch out for John. He's a slippery one. And as far as Ollie goes, yeah, I might play a few mind games with Ollie, but he's playing them with me too. And that little stunt I pulled in practice, that wasn't intentional.
I'm emotional. My internet's terrible. You crushed me in qualifying. The race just didn't turn out the way I wanted.
You just demoralised him, Joe. You demoralised him.
I know.
He's got nothing left now. He's done.
No, listen. Okay. I'll cheer you up, Dom. You ready for this?
Sure.
My wife was on my Facebook, right?
Yes.
Alright, you got something left, okay? My wife was on my Facebook and she saw your profile picture.
Okay.
She was like, oh, wow, that's a cute guy.
Hey!
You got that, Dom. It's alright, Dom. Take it, because you've got that.
I actually should update.
Yeah.
Well, you got something there, Don, because that's never going to happen to me.
Wife's opinion.
Dave may have his super internet, but you've got the women, Dom.
That's it.
Yeah, I have your one.
Yeah.
Steady.
Well, kinda. You don't. Jesus. Kind of. I mean, in a way. I mean, it's like shit. I mean. I'll inform Steph when she gets home she's no longer my woman. Steph, we've had to make a trade. Turns out we gotta, some guy up in Canada, his internet's terrible and I had to make him feel better, so you're gonna go live up there now. But it was nice. No, this is a good version. I'm gonna test it a little bit further and I'll let you know, but I'll test it further. That's cool. When is your race again? It's Friday? Yeah, because of Christmas, right? I keep forgetting about Christmas. Oh, okay. Alright. Yeah, Saturday I have to go to a little party thing, but... Yeah. Alright, Jake, have a good one.
See you later, mate. Is that for little people, Joe?
Say again?
Is that for little people?
Is what for little people?
You said you had to go to a little party.
Oh, Dave. Oh. Oh my god. Like my soul, Dave. No, it's for a bunch of friends from high school.
Are they Oompa Loompas?
Yep. Yep, bunch of Oompa Loompas. It's the funniest thing. They all come over the day after Christmas, and we just make cookies together and do weird stuff. I mean, it's really, really weird, and I probably shouldn't even talk about it. It just should be one of those things I keep private. Some kinky thing my wife and I are into.
I hope that party measures up to your expectations.
Oh, there you go.
Oh my god. Alright, I'm gonna go, unbelievable.
Are they gonna have shortbread?
Yep, okay. Yep. So, yeah. So Dom's internet is atrocious. Dave's is excellent. And Daniel apparently is a comedian. So, yeah, no, it was good. It was good. It was good. So, how did your race go, Randy?
It went pretty good actually. It only finished one lap down, so that's a big improvement actually.
Yeah. Did you, during the course of the week, did you improve a lot from any practice laps, or?
You know what? I went cold.
Oh, did you? Okay. Because I noticed you picked up a couple of seconds from your first practice to your qualifying. That was a pretty good pickup, you know?
Right.
I think the car itself, I think it's a little bit easier to drive than the DTM, but I think with the inclusion of the DRS, it brings that challenge right back up to where the GT3 car was.
Mm-hmm.
So. Do you know how much long before Gomez is back, Randy?
No clue.
He said in one of my videos, Joe, couple of weeks.
Oh, really?
I made a comment in my last video and said I'll see you guys in 2 weeks.
That's great. It's good, because I really miss Gomez. So.
Yeah, we all miss Gomez.
Gomez was the third driver that ever joined my league.
Yeah.
Way back in October of 2010. When Dom was like 10 years old. So. Oh, I forgot that. Did any of you guys run in John's little practice session on Wednesday?
No.
Dave, were you there?
Probably. It all goes into a blur after a while, I can't remember. But I expect I was, yeah.
I was just curious to how it went.
Yeah, it was alright.
So now you remember?
Yeah, no, I remember you.
I was gonna say, I don't know if you were there. Oh no, you were.
I was, yeah, see, I was. That's right,
So
because I
Dom,
kept...
you were there. You were coherent. How did it go?
It was good. I think we had 5 or 6 people.
Oh, that's not bad. I mean, that's... So,
Don't you remember, Dom, I kept winding John up?
Yes.
Yes. Because I do love winding John up.
so... What did he do pit stops or anything, or?
I think we were just running short races. I don't think we did pit stop. Oh, we did Donington, that's right. I think we ran a race there. It was half an hour or something. It was pretty good. And then, oh yeah, I remember Dave. We were playing some Make and Joke off-road.
That's right.
You guys were playing together?
No, Dom was playing.
John and I were playing Uncharted, and Dave was
I was just listening.
Watching?
No, I was just listening.
Oh.
very careful.
That Uncharted game came with my my other PlayStation.
Have you
Yeah.
have you played them before?
Yeah, I had the first 3 on PS3.
Yeah, so did I, yeah.
Yeah. Something happened to my original PS4. The USB ports took a shit.
Yeah.
So yeah, my wheel would disconnect randomly during races for the past few weeks, and I was like, what the hell is going on? It would disconnect, it'd lose everything in the wheel, and then it would reconnect again in like 3 seconds. And then my microphone had been disconnecting and reconnecting for months, and it just, after some thorough testing, I isolated the problem to specifically the USBs and not the peripherals being plugged into them. Because for a while I thought my headset was broken, so I bought another one. I thought the wheel was the problem, so I kept swapping the wheels around. And turns out it was the USB ports, so I was going to send it into Sony to fix it for 150 bucks because it's out of warranty, but my wife's asked me just to, you know, let's just keep it. She wants to use it in the living room for like movies and Spotify there.
Yeah.
So I figured, what the hell? I mean, it still works great. It's just you can't use the USB. So for most things, playing games on it other than racing with the wheel, it doesn't make a difference. It works perfect.
Yeah.
So there's no point in me spending $150 to fix something I'm not going to use. So
Oh yeah.
at least
And
in that application.
the controller doesn't have to be registered, does it? Like the PS3
No,
does.
so,
Yeah.
and the USB ports work. They definitely work. It's just they're not consistent. Like if the wheel would shut off maybe once or twice a week, so it's like you can definitely still use it even with a steering wheel. But
Yeah, I was.
just yeah.
Yeah, I was saying this to John the other week because he's got a USB hub and he kept disconnecting on him, and I said I found this on a forum because I was having trouble with USB 3, and USB 3 it's a little bit flaky. It's not 100% at the moment. And of course
Does the PS4 have 3.0 ports?
Yes, it has. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, and I found it on a forum, and they said there's a lot of disconnections on USB 3 ports.
Yeah, see what I had found was the original launch model PS4s, some of the soldering done on the USB ports wasn't very good.
Yeah.
The way they're soldered to the motherboard, so I 100% had a launch PS4, so you kind of expect that with launch systems, and I knew that going into it. Like, the original PS3s, the very, very first ones, they all kind of overheated. Same thing with the Xboxes. I mean,
Yeah.
these are expensive machines, and the production is so quick to get them out that the launch machines do kind of break, and I knew that. Now I have the second-gen PS4, the one with the buttons, as opposed to touch panel.
Oh yeah, that's the one with the quiet fan in it as well, isn't it?
Yeah, it's, for the most part, it's identical. I opened it up to swap out the hard drives. The architecture inside's a little different.
Yeah.
Hard drive goes in a little different, but I put my 2 terabyte in there. The sucky part was they don't let you move hard drives from one system to another, so I had to reinstall every goddamn thing.
Yeah.
Every PlayStation Plus game, every single save file. It took the better part of, and with my internet, it took the better part of about 18 hours to do it.
Yeah.
And that kind of sucked, but
How much
I
of
get it makes sense. Otherwise, guys could just copy hard drives and sell them to people, you know.
Yeah, that's right. How much of the 2 terabyte are you using?
Right now, prior to me, I have to reinstall a bunch of other games too, because like, you know, I was playing Until Dawn recently, and that's not on there anymore. I think I'm using about maybe 800 gigabytes of it right now, but I download every single PS Plus game just so that it's saved into the library.
Yeah.
And if I start to run low on space, I'll delete the ones. I don't play hardly any of them. I don't have time, but I download them anyways just to get credit for it, so I can re-download it later. But yeah, I like the 2 terabyte size. The price was right. It was only a little bit more than the 1 terabyte, so I figured, what the hell. And I think that's the max you can even put in the PS4 right now until there's an update.
Yeah.
So I didn't buy a fancy one. I just bought a regular 5400 RPM.
Yeah. But they are more reliable than those 7200s anyway.
Yeah, I heard that too, and I don't need the extra speed. I'm not really in a hurry.
Yeah.
So Dom, you still there?
Yes.
Are you still upset about all the mind games? Or are you gonna be all right?
I'll be okay. It'll take some time to recover.
Yeah. I had told Dom that in qualifying, I probably would run a 13.9 or 8 or something to that effect, and then it wasn't the case. So kind of looks like I was fabricating information. So Dom, how's your steering wheel been so far?
It's been good. Do you ever find that I can't tell the difference if I'm getting more accustomed to my wheel or the force feedback's getting weaker?
Interesting. Well,
I think it's just me getting used to it, but I don't know, I just don't feel, or I guess it's just me getting used to the way the wheel acts in this game. It just feels, I don't know, weaker than what it was when it first started.
let me ask you this: is it weaker from the beginning of play session until the end, or is it weaker just every time you use it, kind of thing? Like, is it consistent in a play session?
Oh yeah, it's consistent.
You're probably just getting used to it then. And the fact is, your wheel, I believe, has a belt and a gear-driven mechanism, so perhaps it's just kind of breaking in a little bit. You know.
Yeah, I actually think
yeah.
it might be break down a little bit because now when it calibrates, so whenever it spins to the left, it makes a different sound than it does turning right.
Yeah. Yeah, they can be. These new wheels tend to be a little more finicky than the last generation of wheels. But if you do ever have any problems with your pedal springs, I can definitely help you in that regard.
Okay, yeah, because I heard you talking about the other day that they crack or something.
Yeah, they have torsion springs, which are like, I don't know if you know what they look like, but they're like it curls around, and basically they compress together. And what happens is generally after about 4 to 6 months of use, they crack, and once one of them cracks, it puts more strain on the other one, and you start to feel a softer pedal, and then it eventually just breaks. And I'm not hard on my pedals. I drive with stocks, very gentle. Like I said, my old pedals lasted the better part of a decade with no issues, my old Logitech pedals. So if they do break, all you do is open up the casing, and I have a little chart that I made, so it made it easier for reassembly. And I'll tell you where to put the gears and the potentiometers back together. But you just basically swap out those torsion springs for regular compression springs you could buy at a hardware store. And it's not that bad, because if you look at your pedals, if you flip them around and you look at the brake pedal, there's already a giant compression spring underneath that brake pedal. The gas pedal doesn't have one. So all you'll do is pull out those torsion springs, and it's just the throttle pedal that breaks, and you just put a lighter compression spring in there, and your problem will be solved.
I think my one viewer's just fallen asleep.
No, fuck. Jesus Christ. It's like, you're just stealing all these jokes, and it's like, come on, you know? I got nobody to talk to about springs and potentiometers and steering wheel problems, and Dom's like, oh, hey, yeah, and I'm like, I'm jumping at the chance to tell someone other than my freaking wife who doesn't give a shit. She ain't even paying attention when I'm telling her. Thinks you fucking asshole is still telling me about his goddamn steering wheel. I give a shit. The other night I was like, listen, I'll make you dinner.
Great driving, mate. Pace is really good. We're building a nice gap to second place now. Keep up the good work.
Didn't give a shit about my wheels. Apparently I should give a shit about his Dom anyways. Jesus. Freaking commenting on Dom's Facebook picture, and she's at soccer with John, so there you go, guys. Make a bet.
Well, I could make a lot out of that.
Yeah. Whatever, I don't give a shit. Does anybody else have any steering wheel questions?
No, I'm fine with mine. It works perfect. My torsion.
Yeah, controller.
Yeah, my torsion springs are well torsiony.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I never have any problem with my recoil.
Okay. Anyways, Dom, I actually switched out to using the G29 pedals, and I got a little adapter that allows me to plug it into the Thrustmaster wheel, so that's currently my setup right now. What's that?
Adapters like that existed.
Yep. Yeah, because I got pretty tired of the Thrustmaster pedals failing me. Because if the gas pedal starts to brake on you mid-race, it makes it very difficult to be consistent because the pedal is braking. So these pedals are excellent.
Strong pace. Great
The
job.
way they're designed is much more foolproof, hard to break. They run regular compression springs and sit inside of like a shock sleeve. So it's a very, very cool design. Very old-fashioned at this point, but it's not broken, so they don't fix it. Dave, is your other viewer asleep, or are they just all gone?
I think they've all gone.
Am I talking to myself? Is there anybody even in this room? Should I just go write this shit down and then just mail it to people?
Yeah.
Just, instead of sending out shitty Christmas cards, I'll write down a freaking monologue of my freaking
Tell
steering wheel problems.
them all about your torsion springs. I love that.
Yeah, my fucking torsion springs. Alright. Well, alright, Dave, if you got such an interesting life, why don't you talk about something? Alright? I already told you about my shitty USB problem over the weekend, okay? My wife had to listen to that too. You know? And she did the best she could to make me feel better about the whole thing, you know? So. Daniel, you got something you want to talk about?
Nope.
No? Alright, that's good. Good. Thanks for the contribution,
I
Dan.
didn't know Dan was still here.
Yeah, shit. Randy's gone, he's just sitting there.
No, I'm here.
Ah,
Everyone's playing
Randy's here as
console.
well.
Laughing my ass off.
Everyone's here.
Unbelievable. Oh my god.
They all fell asleep listening to your torsion
I'm
springs.
gonna go back on my Facebook and I'm gonna have like 3 friends. Everyone's gonna have deleted me. They're gonna have heard about this conversation.
That's a
Jesus
strong
Christ,
pace.
Joe's got him.
Your lead is increasing. Keep up the great
He
work.
used to be a fun guy to talk to, now he's a freaking asshole. Anyways, if we're gonna have this conversation, I might as well get it all out of my system to you guys. I had to buy a new power strip for my setup. I don't feel like the other one was adequate. I was too concerned that it was gonna cause a power surge. So got a new power strip.
And how many strips has he got?
How many strips do I have? Well, Dave, from what you've asked, I've got 1 over here to the left of my rig. Then I've got 2 to the right. 2 behind the, you know, the tall thing with all the game consoles, and there's 2 behind the
Okay,
computer.
we've got a
There's
warning
way
from the
too
race
many
director
things
for cutting the
that
track.
should be a
Need to
diamond. There's
respect
way
the
too
track
many
limits
things.
and keep it on the island.
I'm gonna have to,
And are
the
they
next- if-
are they
what's that?
6-way, 8-way, 10-way?
I don't know. Honestly, some of them are 5s, some of them are 7s.
Oh, you have to be awkward. We don't do that over here. We have it all equal. We have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10.
Yeah, I don't know. No one's ever asked me about how many holes I have in my strip, so I don't know. This has never happened before, so I don't even know. It's dark in here. I can't really see. You've got me on the ropes now, Dave. I don't know. I mean, I think it's an odd number. I don't. No, actually, one of them's got 6. All right, so maybe I'm lying to you. I don't know. I lied to Dom about lap times. Might as well lie to you about my power strips.
You look strong out there. Stay focused and keep building the lead.
Yeah. So.
No, but usually, see, they're linked together in series of 2s.
Yeah.
That's why you'd have 6, 8, 10s, you see.
Yeah, you're probably right. I'm probably full of shit. I probably have no idea what I'm even talking about. They're probably all even, and I'm just making stuff up. Now that I'm looking at it, it looks pretty symmetrical, most of them. I haven't seen an even one yet. So, there you go. That's probably a mind game. I'll throw them off by lying to them about my power strips. They'll be so confused. That'll get me at least 2 tenths. It's a sickness. You know, I intentionally bought myself a 6-inch Subway sandwich and an energy drink, and I would hope they would coincide together to produce better lap times. Because I have a pre-race ritual that I keep pretty private that helps improve lap times over just playing, you know, cold. But
What does that ritual entail?
well, I don't want to give away the secrets, alright, but time can be gained. Alright? So, John knows. Why don't you ask John what Joe does to get better lap times?
I will.
Yeah. It's pretty unorthodox techniques.
Really? Now I am
Yeah.
intrigued.
Yeah. I'm all about mental alertness and stimulation.
Wow.
So maybe I should have chosen it. I'm all about stimulation.
With my
Loves to be
Subway
stimulated.
sandwich.
Yeah, I love to be stimulated by that 6-inch Italian sausage. I got a 6-inch spicy Italian. But that has nothing to do with lap times, I assure you. That's just to help the flow of the caffeine through the system, so it doesn't hit too hard. But Dave,
Yes.
you got any, listen, you got anything you want to add to this, or you're just gonna let me keep digging myself into this awkward hole, and then
No,
like,
you
later on
just-
tonight, I'll be like,
you
"Fuck,
just keep-
what did I talk about?
You just keep digging.
Are we still streaming, or are we just
Yeah,
not
we're still
streaming anymore?
streaming, yeah.
Oh, come on. I thought you said we weren't fucking streaming, Dave.
No, I
I thought
said
I
we
asked you
were.
25 minutes ago if we were still streaming, and you
Yeah,
said, no,
we-
we're not fucking streaming.
Yeah, we weren't then, but we are now.
Why would you start it back up
Cracking
again,
job.
Dave?
That's strong pace.
I
We're
thought we were
building
just
a
having a
nice gap to
conversation.
second.
There's just a couple of guys talking about shit. Now all of a sudden I'm fucking broadcasting on the BBC. Who's listening to this? Probably my mother-in-law. God damn it. Son of a bitch, Dave. How many people are watching this?
Hang on.
Anyways, I do not condone the use of caffeine to improve lap times.
One!
Yeah, that's, again, sometimes people say one thing and then they do another, you know? You've always heard that before. So, do I think energy drinks are good for you? No, they're not good for you. There's too much sugar in it and you can overdo it, and it's just too much caffeine in the system. It's not good for you, especially if you have a heart condition. Consult your doctor. But, yeah. You know, honestly, guys, I would recommend if you want to get some mental alertness, get some good lap times, have a nice plate of broccoli. I've heard that's really good for you. So, right, Dave?
Absolutely. You always need your greens.
Yeah. How do you like your broccoli made, Dave?
I like it steamed.
Wow. Like it's steamy, huh, Dave?
Yeah,
Not surprised.
steamy. Yeah.
Yeah,
Steamy
my
hot.
wife likes to put it in the oven and then she like does some thing to it and it's
Does she?
ovened. Yeah. See,
You're such a
I
lucky
don't know how
guy.
she does it. Yeah, I don't know what she does, but all of a sudden it comes out and I eat it. It's just incredible. I don't even know what happens. It's like, what are you doing with the broccoli? And she's like, it's all done. And I'm like, alright.
Lovely driving. The pace is
Hey,
very
it's so
strong.
much
We're building
broccoli
a
this
good gap to second.
So yeah, that's it. Eat your broccoli, kids.
It's a lot of veg.
Come again? What, Tom? Did Tom just say that's a lot of veg? Alright, well, let's clarify, Tom. I heard that's a lot of veg. I'm thinking, well, how do you know? Honestly. Like, let's not make assumptions about people's wives, huh? Alright. Alright, well, Dom, I don't know about you, but I don't call it veg. I don't say, hey, any veg? I mean,
It could have been, what do you call it? Not an actual
vegetables. I call them vegetables. I've always said, hey, you know, having some vegetables. I mean, I say the whole word out. I'm not in a hurry.
I'm with you, Don. We call it veg as well. Don't worry about it.
A little bit of that Canadian accent in there, and I heard vag. So. So that's it, kids. Eat your veg.
And your
Stay
veg.
away from the vag till you're older. Lessons from Dom.
That's our second warning for cutting the track. Be careful, otherwise we'll get pulled off the track.
No, we're treading on a territory where we got to stop there, Dave. We can't be talking about this.
Oh, absolutely. Well, you know, you can talk about it in innuendo. No problem.
Oh, we can use innuendos now.
Oh, yeah, of course you can, yeah.
Oh, fuck me. Alright, so innuendos are okay, but God forbid we get too literal. Daniel, you got any innuendos you can use? Since we got a free pass on that?
Nope.
No, he's not gonna touch that.
Nope.
Not gonna touch that veg, right? Not till you're older. Yep. Belt driven with gears. So you guys are playing casino and slots. What's that all about?
It's like PS Home. But
What is that?
You don't know what PS Home is?
I went on there once. Me and a friend went in there. You like walk around and you like try to meet girls, but
Wow.
Yeah, I had a nasty experience on there.
okay, Dave. What happened to you on PS Home that was so quote nasty?
Well, no, I just went on there, you know, just to see some friends. And
Whoa, Dave! Do we need to close the stream yet? Nasty times with Dave. Alright, Dave, so what did you do that was so nasty?
Lovely
Well,
driving out there, that's great pace.
there was a girl on
Building
there,
a
and
good
she was
clean gap to second place
sitting
now.
down
Keep
by
up the good work.
the lake.
What? Is that an innuendo?
No, she's.
Is that... what's happening right now? I did PlayStation Home, Dave. I don't remember a lake.
I do.
No, okay, there's a lake. I just remember like a courtyard area. Alright, Dave, go ahead. So you and the girl are sitting on the lake.
No, and I was standing next to the girl, sort of standing upwards, and I couldn't get.
What was she doing?
She was sitting on the edge of like a piece of wood.
Alright, so pause. She's sitting on the wood.
Yeah.
You're standing up.
Yeah, I'm standing up in front of her. And
Yeah, that's where you'd be, right?
Yeah.
Go ahead, Dave. Just let it out. You gotta talk about these things.
And I tried to strike out a conversation, but she didn't answer.
Yeah. You should start by talking. You shouldn't just jump right into it. Maybe you should have talked before this all started. Alright, go ahead. You tried to talk to her after the fact.
And she didn't answer me, so I thought, oh, okay. So I went out to the kitchen for a few minutes. When I came back, my actual avatar had sort of moved into sort of a position, if you can imagine, where I'm standing up and she's sitting there.
Dave, I can. Dave, I already imagined it. I like how you quote went into the kitchen. I've never heard it put that way before, but that's a new one. You know? Steph comes home from soccer. Hey, what'd you do? Oh, I went into the kitchen, you know what I mean? Dave, that's some creepy shit, to be honest. I mean, I don't know if I was ready for that.
I know, and when I come back, there's a bloke standing next to both of us going, I don't like this dude, he looks creepy.
Fucking hell. Turned into a threesome. Jesus Christ. No wonder they took PlayStation Home down. I didn't know this sort of stuff happened. First off, I never saw the lake. I didn't know you could conduct these sort of activities with girls you've never even spoken to before. And I didn't know a third party could come over and watch the whole damn thing.
It's like, holy shit.
It's a pretty normal night at Dave's house.
Yeah, pretty normal night.
Some oral sex. Some guy watching. You know what I mean? It's just, it is what it is. By the lake. So they're even enjoying the scenery. Pristine mountains in the backdrop. I got like this whole thing pictured in my head, Dave. I pictured like 10 o'clock in the morning, you have the mountains in the background, the sun cascading through the trees. You've approached this girl, you've never spoken to her before, she's sitting on the log, you're standing, you won't know what happens then. And then this other guy comes over, I pictured him with some like kind of straggly facial hair, he's just watching the whole thing 10 feet away like a creep.
Yeah, that was pretty close.
Yeah, and you're just like, shit, this is like an opportunity, I'm not going to stop this, I'm just going to let this all happen right now. And that's like the 10-15 minute session that brought PlayStation Home down. Anybody else use PlayStation Home for these kind of things?
No.
Oh, it's just me then.
That's it. That's just Dave.
So anyway, so I made my excuses and left, and I actually didn't go back again.
Why are you making excuses, Dave?
Well, because this bloke said I look creepy, so I just said no, sorry, and then just left.
What? You just no sorry and you ran away?
Yeah.
What are you, 12? What the hell is that? It's like, no sorry, and you ran off into the trees somewhere and you just left this creepy guy and the girl like halfway through the whole process? Talk about making her, you know, feel used.
You're on another level. Keep building that gap. Keep up the good work.
You hear that little dog in the background, the one that sounds really pathetic?
Yeah.
That's because he is pathetic.
Good to know.
He's an embarrassing guy. I don't even walk him when we go for walks. I make my wife walk him.
What is that, Checkers?
No, Checkers, he's big. He's border collie. He sounds like a real dog. That's Rusty. He lives here part time.
Oh,
He's
God.
like, yeah. And the thing is, he gets the other two border collies going. He's like the informant. He stands by the window, and if a squirrel comes by, he lets everybody know, and everyone has to go deal with it. So, hey, Steph. How'd it go? I gotta tell you this story about PlayStation Home and Dave sometime, okay? It's freaking amazing.
She'll be like,
I know. I found out why they shut PlayStation Home down. I'll tell you later. I'm not going to tell you right now. But they had to take it down off the network after they saw this episode. So Dave, what did you, after you said, oh no, sorry, and ran off into the woods, what happened?
I switched the PlayStation off and didn't go back.
So what did you do? Shut the PlayStation off and sit in the corner of your room and cry?
Yeah.
Like, I just picture you with your stupid ceiling fan spinning around, just sitting in the room, like, kind of rocking back and forth, whispering to yourself quietly that it's gonna be okay, you know? No one saw this. No one saw it. It was just three people. No one saw it. Except for Sony, that uses it as a training video now, as to not how to run like an open world scenario, because these are the sort of things that might happen. They changed your name to protect your identity. Poor girl, Randy. Poor girl on the stump. Are you kidding? Dave's the one who did this to her. She just wanted to sit there on the rock or the stump and look at the scenery, and Dave comes over and, quote, goes to the kitchen, brings his creepy traveler friend with him to watch. Tries to pretend like he doesn't know the guy, which I'm not buying. Dom, you ever play PlayStation Home?
No, I have not.
Well, I'll have you know that there are two versions. There's the one most people played, and there's the one Dave had. Dave has
Great work,
1.2.
mate. The pace is really strong. No mistakes. We're building a good gap to second.
That is gone though, right? There's no more PlayStation Home?
Yeah, it's gone, yeah.
It's too bad.
Stupid
Yeah,
thing,
this casino game replaced it.
the stupid
What
thing
is
is
it?
that
That casino game replaced it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Is this game free?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
I've never seen it. Four Kings Casino and Slots. Oh, really?
Yeah, it just came out this month. I think.
Oh, let me
yeah,
see.
you can only get it in the US though. I'm not impressed. Or perhaps they saw my attempts at PlayStation Home.
You'll be able to get it, Dave, but they're not going to allow your screen name to get it, just for those specific reasons. You shut down PlayStation Home with your creepy ass going to the kitchen shit.
Dave gets it in January.
Oh, do
What's
I?
it called?
Four Kings Casino and Slot.
4. I like how when you're typing in the PlayStation Store, it kind of sets up the letters for you a little bit. Just like to figure out which direction you want to go. Alright, let's see. Yeah, it just says download. It doesn't say what price it is. So it is free?
Yeah.
I mean, it does look like the character models look like PlayStation Home too. Dave knows a little bit more about how the character models look in different positions.
I knew you were going to say that.
You're on the final lap.
Dave's seen them in all kinds of unique positions. It's fine, Dave. I'm not judging. Hey, Stat? Are you hungry? If I ordered a cheese pizza from Domino's, would you eat it with me?
Or you can just make some broccoli.
Well, we could just make some broccoli. How do you make your broccoli? I was trying to explain this to them. You put it in the pan in the oven, right? You mix it in a bowl with olive oil, salt, and pepper. Lay it on the pan.
Is that extra virgin olive oil?
We have a question from the audience. Is it? Hang on a sec. I'll put it so you're coming out of the TV, Dave. You might as well express yourself. Bear with me here. Output device, TV. Right, give me 1 second. I can switch the audio over. All right, say something.
Hello.
What was your question, Dave?
I was just about to ask, is that extra virgin olive oil?
Did you have to say it in that? Yes, it is, Dave. It's extra virgin olive oil. And if you could hear the way your voice, how creepy it was coming out of my stereo, like it was creepy, casting couch style. So don't do that again. So how long do you cook it for?
425 degrees.
425 degrees. For?
About 18 minutes.
18 minutes.
Or when it slightly starts to brown.
When it browns up a bit. Dave, how do you make your broccoli? Why don't you tell Steph, you guys can share secrets. And just about the broccoli, I don't want any of their secrets being shared.
I just put it on a plate and put it in the microwave.
Is that? She made a face, Dave. That was not. There was no. Is that? Oh my god. That's like literally the most like simplified way of making anything I've ever heard. So what do? Just whack it out of the bag and throw it in the microwave?
Yeah, but I wait till it goes ping.
You say it again?
I wait till it goes ping, the microwave.
There you go, Steph. Whack it in the microwave and wait till it goes bing.
No, ping, ping.
Whatever, Dave.
You get the microwave bowl and it's in a bag and you poke a hole in it and you put it in there. You steam it.
Did you hear that, Dave?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so there's a little bit more to the story. You don't just whack it in the microwave like a jackass from across the kitchen.
I open the door, stand 10 foot away from it, and throw.
Yeah, I know. I picture you like a little tiny string on it, and you rip the microwave open. You just throw the bag, shot put style, and smacks into the back of the microwave, and you wait for it to bang. And there's your shitty, like, partially cooked.
Hey Joe,
Yeah.
tell your wife I got a great pot roast recipe if she wants one.
Seth, do you want a pot roast recipe? Yeah, she'll take a pot roast recipe. That'd be great.
Okay, real quick. Get you a really good pot roast, like a really good like choice or really good grated meat beef pot roast.
Okay.
About a 2 to 3 pounder. Get some meat tenderizer and tenderize that bad boy up. And then go out and buy some seasonings. Like, for example, somebody like Performance makes like a Montreal steak. It's really good.
Okay.
Let it sit for about, sit in a little bit of, keep it stored for like 8 hours in the refrigerator or overnight and let it marinate. If you have any like a steak sauce like A1,
Okay.
throw it into the crock pot with potatoes and carrots. And then and cook it on slow. This is the key. You gotta cook it on slow for about 12 hours. By the time Joe gets home, he'll have a really killer pot roast to have for dinner.
That's pretty cool.
Real simple.
That sounds good. She makes something like that now, I think. But I think, what do you put, Pepsi in it, Steph? She lets it marinate in Pepsi somehow.
Oh, that's cool. There's some where they use Coke actually too.
Yeah. We used Coke one time, didn't we? Well, this conversation's taken a very dramatic turn from Dave's creepy stuff that he does on PlayStation Home to cooking tips. Cooking tips with Randy.
Yeah, nothing bad there.
It could be a
Dom,
show.
you have any cooking tips?
I actually have the pancake recipe.
Oh, Jesus. Wow, this is really getting out of hand. Go ahead, Dom.
All right. I memorized it too. 1.5 cups of flour, 1 tablespoon of sugar, a tablespoon of baking powder, 1 teaspoon, or is it half a teaspoon, oh god, of salt. Might have salty pancakes, I'm not sure. Let's go with half a teaspoon, just to be safe. You're gonna crack one of those eggs. Don't put the shell in. That stuff's nasty. What else? 1.5 cups of milk and some extra virgin olive oil. We're pretty familiar with that already. We can now whisk it all together and cook it a quarter. Just let it fry, flip it over, and it's great pancake.
That sounds pretty interesting.
I probably missed an ingredient, but
Did we lose Randy?
We lost Randy.
oh, I think we did.
He was so excited about the pancake recipe, he just left. Either that or he's going to go start his
Pot roast.
pot roast. He's like, screw this, I'm going to go make my thing.
With just what they described. Broccoli, a pot roast, and pancakes. That's all these restaurants can offer.
So, Steph, what was the face you made when he mentioned the virgin olive oil?
Never heard of what's olive oil and pancakes.
Yeah, well, he's Canadian. You know, they do things a little differently. Is that alright?
Might be vegetable oil? I'm not sure.
Oh, she's nodding her head for vegetable oil. I think you're mixing them up.
Yes, vegetable oil. That's it. Of course.
Yeah. One of those two things boils and one of them doesn't. I'll let you know that much.
Okay.
I don't know which one's which.
Yeah, olive oil doesn't burn, does it? Boil, sorry.
One more time, sultry Dave voice?
Olive oil doesn't burn, does it?
Oh, I hope you can hear that echo, because that is some creepy shit.
Of course, I like to wash it down with a nice Chianti and some fava beans.
I think my dogs are trying to get out the windows. Oh, I'm downloading that casino game. Is Randy still online? So Dave, do you have any great cooking recipes?
No, not really.
What's your favorite thing to make, Dave?
Spaghetti bolognese.
Yeah, how do you do that? Steph's informing me that this has mushrooms in it?
Yes, it does, yeah.
Yeah, I don't eat mushrooms, Dave.
Well, that's alright, you can have it without mushrooms, it's okay. The mushrooms are optional.
Well, how do you do it, Dave?
But there is a secret ingredient.
So creepy. It's just like, there's no coming back, Dave, from what you did earlier. So how do you make the spaghetti bolognese with a, quote, secret Dave ingredient?
Well, you burn off the mince with some onions while you're making the pasta. And then I usually add a few spices, a bit of turmeric for the earthiness. And
yeah, there you go. There's a smile out of her. Now you've made her laugh. For the earthiness. Go ahead.
For the earthiness, yes. And maybe a bit of turmeric for that extra spiciness. No, wait a minute. I just said turmeric, didn't I?
Yeah, turmeric is for the earthiness.
Earthiness, yeah. I can't remember the spiciness because my ear's really doing me in right now. It's the
it's the only thing you make, Dave. You don't remember how to make it. It's just so sad.
It's the I got it. I've got it.
50% of the goddamn recipe, the only thing he makes for himself, except for shitty broccoli, he just microwaves this shit.
Cayenne pepper.
Oh, Jesus, okay.
Okay, but then of course there's the secret ingredient.
Yep, I'm waiting.
Chocolate.
And there it is.
Chocolate.
Dave puts chocolate in his freaking spaghetti and stuff. No, I don't believe it either. I think he's full of shit. He's gonna whack a Hershey bar in his SpaghettiOs over there. Expects me to believe that. Steph, let's just order up this cheese pizza while I think about how he could possibly have added chocolate to his pasta. I was testing my internet because one of these four guys here doesn't have very good internet, so his car disappeared mid-race, landed on top of mine, and they like flipped and crashed and...
No, hang on, Joe.
No,
use the correct terminology that you used. What did you say at the time?
Why am I filtering it for her?
Yes. What did the two cars do, Joe?
I don't know, Dave. Why don't you remind me?
Well, it was something with love in the title, wasn't it, Joe?
Me and Dom over here, our cars made love. And did I see each other? Yeah, I saw him make love to me. Then I had to go in the pits and get my shit straightened out. Probably the worst choice of words, though, huh? Do you want the 10-inch? I'm ordering the pizza. He's so stupid. Just hand tossed, or you want the crunchy? Well, if you want the 10-inch, we can't wait. We have to do the hand tossed. Next up, how do you want your cheese? Normal cheese. Next up. No, you don't want extra cheese? No, they can suck it. Alright. No meats, right? We don't need any of this shit, do we? No, we don't need to. It's good like it is. You know? Alright, add to order. Check out. No, go to checkout. What's up?
I gotta say, as a pizza delivery, you know I'm a pizza delivery guy, right?
Yeah, oh yeah, go ahead, Dom. You're a pizza delivery guy. What's up?
Well, just inform me what your order is.
I order a small cheese hand tossed.
10-inch.
Oh, Joe. That's it?
That's it.
You're gonna make some poor guy lug his car all the way to your house for a cheese pizza.
That's it. You tell
Actually,
him, Dom.
I've never had delivery. My whole life.
Never had delivery.
I always pick it up.
Oh, good guy. Okay.
Well, I feel bad having the delivery guy come to the house, and I feel even worse paying him.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry, Dom.
That's okay.
Let me ask you a question. Now that I've got you on the phone, how do I if I wanted to have the delivery guy come to my house, how do I properly handle him?
What do you mean? What do you mean handle?
Like, how do you want to be paid? Like, how do I pay you? Say you bring me a pizza.
Honestly, this day and age with debit, it doesn't matter. Debit, credit, cash, it's all the same. Just don't hand the guy a check. You won't know what to do with it.
Well, someone's handed you a check before?
Somebody's tried to hand me a check.
That's unfortunate.
I'm sorry, but I can't accept it. It was interesting. I got him to pay debit.
How do you take debit?
With the machine. It's like the same thing you see in stores except wireless.
Yeah, they're portable now,
Like on a
Joe.
little Listen, Dave, I know. I'm just asking him. I'm just letting him tell his story, all right?
It's not the 90s anymore, you know.
Yeah, he's gonna come in and don't make me talk about.
They've gone past they've gone past flip phones now, you know.
Yeah, because I've never had delivery done before, so I don't know if like.
Get his opinion which feels better.
You want me to invite the delivery guy in the house and just have him, look at my wheels? Dave, Dave, did you show Dom my room tour?
Yeah, I've seen it.
Yeah. So you've seen my wheels.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
All 20 of them.
So when you deliver your pizza, right? I mean, do you get paid? Do they add a fee for the delivery, and then you got to pay the delivery guy too?
Now, a lot of people think the delivery charge goes to us, but it doesn't, unfortunately. So a tip anywhere between 10% and 15% is fine. But since you're buying a cheese pizza, you might as well give the guy a slice and say go home. But like $2 is the minimum. I think you'll be okay.
All right. So if I bought a large cheese pizza or whatever, does it matter what you buy, or is it a percentage of what you buy, like a tipping a waiter?
Yeah, it's a percentage of what you buy. So let's say you buy $40 worth of pizza, then like a $4 tip is 10%. That's fine.
So if I gave him $5, that'd be cool.
Oh, how much is your goal?
I don't know, $35.
I thought you said you just bought a small cheese.
No, I'm saying this hypothetical example.
Oh, okay. So like, okay, so what was it? $35?
Yeah.
$3.50. $4. $5's a little bit of an open.
Is that a problem?
No, I'll take a $5 I'm just saying for your sake.
Okay, all right. I thought about having Chinese delivered at one time.
Unfortunately, I don't have any experience.
Is it a different type of field, or can I use the same ideas?
I suppose you can use the same. I don't know what I meant when I said I don't have experience in the field, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know what you meant by that either. I thought about ordering Chinese. I don't have any experience with Chinese people. That could be construed pretty offensively on Dave's stream, to be honest.
I apologize to any of our Chinese.
There's nobody watching this, Dom. You're not apologizing to anybody. There's
no one left.
He's a pretty popular guy.
There's nobody listening to this. Just my wife who doesn't want to hear about my steering wheels anymore. Stephanie, how often do you have to hear about the steering wheels?
Every day of my life.
Every day of her life. Do you get tired of hearing about the steering wheels?
Every day of my life.
What happens? Why don't you tell them what happens to my pedals?
They come out apart. He goes to the Home Depot or wherever. He buys the little springs. One spring's too stiff. One spring's too not stiff enough. He replaces them. He glues them. It's like a workshop. He uses hammers. I don't know.
Hammers?
What
I've
he
never,
does.
I've never used a hammer.
I don't know. You probably would have if you had one.
Well, my pedals are fixed now, I'll have you know that. What happened over the weekend with the USB ports?
Oh, he thought the PlayStation USB ports were down because the microphone stopped working and then the wheel exploded or some shit. So he bought a new PS4. He was playing with it. And he plugged it into a socket that has about 20 different other sockets plugged into it. The wheel exploded. He got singed his eyebrows.
That didn't happen.
Your eyebrows got singed. And then he returned the PlayStation, saying that it wasn't that PlayStation. And then he's like, oh wait, because my eyebrows got singed and it exploded, it was because of I had too much outlets there. So then he re-bought another PlayStation 4. And he's like, and now I'm definitely keeping this one, and the other one is a display case in the living room, just in case we need to play PS4 in the living room.
What
So
the
now he has
life
two PlayStation 4.
This is incredible, huh?
You
had to listen to
this. Explosions. That's unbelievable.
No.
Well, actually, there was one explosion. I don't know how we got to two explosions, and I wasn't injured in any of these things.
Your eyebrows got singed.
On the plus side, we did get Star Wars Battlefront for free.
Oh, for free.
You like that? You could give a shit. You'd rather have just not gotten anything and not have to listen to this.
Yeah.
Do you want me to go take all my pedals out into the kitchen table and take them apart again?
I'm just gonna get a match.
What happened last winter with my racing rig?
Oh my god. I don't even know.
She's like emotionally scarred.
I don't even know. All I know is that it came apart and it was like millimeters off, and he got a ruler and he put it together again, and it's like it's not right. And then he got like other millimeters. I don't even know what you were doing. I don't even know. It was a month affair.
My racing rig wasn't quite symmetrical. I felt like the steering wheel was too close to me on my left or my right, and I could never get it right. So I had to take everything apart and keep building it over and over again. So that she'd come downstairs and everything would be apart again.
I would just turn around and work back home.
What'd you think of my video game tour, my video?
It was really boring.
Really?
The best part was when you panned to peppers.
Yeah, okay. What was the most boring part of the video?
I couldn't pick one.
Do you think that going on...
From the start to the end.
Do you think 10 minutes of the video was too long?
Yes.
Should it have just been like a quick pan of the whole room and just been like, fuck it, I'm done?
Hey guys, these are my PlayStation games. Hey, this is my TV. This is my steering wheel. These are my posters.
I never showed them my posters in the video.
Bye.
I never showed the posters. I was more focused on showing all my wheels.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Yeah, well, we bought that new power supply to protect my appliances.
Yeah.
That was good, huh?
Yeah.
Then we had to get the right cord, the right length.
Yep.
We had to spend 15 minutes in the aisle while I contemplated
First
it.
he thought 6 feet was gonna do it, then he spent the extra $10 and got the 8 foot because he had to make sure he had to be safe.
Right.
So that's better than buying it, returning it, buying it again, and then returning it and buying it again. Just like
How many wheels have been in and out of this house in the past 3 months?
I would say about 6.
6?
Am I accurate?
No, that's very exaggerated.
10?
Maybe 4.
Jesus. But you buy the same one over and over again.
Yeah, because I think there's something wrong with it and then there isn't. It's a mental disorder. You're making fun of someone with an OCD problem.
You buy it, it's not quite up to code, there goes the pedals again.
The fucking pedals keep breaking. What do you mean there they go again? The fucking torsion springs.
Oh god, not the torsion
You buy all the
springs.
springs again.
I buy the springs again because they keep breaking. You know,
It goes on again.
then it comes apart again. Then I gotta take...
Too tough.
Once...
One's too light.
Well, if it's too tough, it hurts my foot. If it's too light, I can't feel it.
Yeah. This is what happens. That's why we keep going to the store.
To get springs.
To get springs. I don't get it.
You do get it. You just explained it. Well, we don't have that problem anymore because now we use the Logitech pedals, and those have compression springs as opposed to torsion
I
springs.
don't want to know about it.
See, I have nobody to talk about these things with. I'm all alone. Nobody wants to hear my shit. The only person who might want to hear this fucking conversation would be John.
That is true.
John would listen to me.
That is true.
John went with me to the store to get springs one time. That's what a bro he is.
God.
Yeah, thank God. I hit on the springs girl, right?
Yep, then you hid your ring finger in your pocket and
That's just the hand I put in. That's the hand I put in my pocket. That's different. That's not the same thing.
and then John came back and reported you. And you were like, oh no, I was just trying to be nice with John. I was trying to get John. Oh yeah?
Is that all you remember about the fact John and I went to get springs?
Yes.
How about the fact she thought the racing things were cool?
She was just enlightening you because she thought that you were not married because your hand was in your pocket.
I always put my left hand in my pocket. That's the hand I prefer to pocket.
Yeah, right.
If you... Huh?
I think we should vote on that. Who believes that?
If you alright, if you had to take a vote then, what hand do you put in your pocket when you're trying to be cool? Your left or your right?
I put my right hand.
Yeah, so do I.
No, because you're Canadian. That's different.
John, how you acted that night.
John's not on here to tell you how I
He
acted.
was very inquisitive and very,
Yeah, but John overdoes it. I was trying to be cool. John was trying too hard. That's why it didn't work out. No, you should have been, because John was not doing a good job of impressing this girl.
So you took it upon yourself that you had to impress the girl.
No, I was just really cool and put together. I wasn't like overdone like John
Maybe
was.
she could give 2 shits about your springs for your wheels.
She expressed concern. I showed her my different springs. I told her I needed a part. I told her I wanted one spring that was less compression than the springs I had. I brought a whole bag of springs to show this woman at the hardware store. And we were trying to come up with a setup, because I was trying to fix the same pedals Dom has, and he's going to have this problem, and you guys laugh, but there's going to be time he's going to be at the hardware store with springs.
You're not even gonna notice, Dom. You're not even gonna notice.
He'll fucking notice.
Nope.
He'll notice. When his torsion springs give it the shit, because they crack, because I made you look at all the stress fractures, right?
Jesus.
Whoa, did you switch the audio or something?
When?
Oh, I don't know, my ear just went quiet and echo. Oh, no, it's back.
no.
I'm going crazy. But yeah,
No, it's okay.
I might experience that pedal problem.
Yeah, but because I had to
God, I hope
experience it
not.
first, Dom, I'll be able to help you.
Thank you, John. I appreciate it.
It'll be fun, Dom. You and I will get on the Skype. We'll get the videos things going. We'll take apart some pedals. We'll get some screwdrivers, some little plates. You gotta get plates. You gotta put the screws in
To
the.
the store in Canada, maybe we can,
Yeah. Well, put your left hand in your pocket.
girl too.
Yep. Put your left hand in your pocket. Look cool. And tell the girl you need these kind of springs. You need a diameter. You need a length for the springs.
I'm gonna bring the computer too with your face on.
That's it. I'll take care of it. I'll help you out. I'm gonna have to help John out because he's gonna have the same problem in a couple of months, and he's gonna come calling. You know.
Okay.
What happens with the button presses, Stephanie? The random button presses that plagued me cost me 2 race wins.
So what happens with the button presses is that he tries to simulate it again, and then he practices just in case the button presses again in his race. He practices getting out of the home menu so that it goes back. That's ridiculous. So that as quick as he can to go back to the main screen where he's trying to race. He practices that.
How often does Joe practice?
I don't know. Sometimes I'm watching Netflix and hours go by, and he's in the other room. But the other day you were doing that, but you were making a video. It took a few hours.
Yeah. Okay. Do you ever find him down here in the middle of the night being weird?
Yeah, so he wakes up in the middle of the night at like 2 o'clock in the morning, and he's gone. He just disappeared. I don't hear from him until about like 8 a.m. or something, and then my alarm's going off at 8:30, and he just like strolls upstairs. Oh, I've been awake since 1 a.m. I'm really tired. What are you doing? Go to bed. It's over.
Yep, so there you go. That's what happens, guys. Dave, what have you learned?
Not a lot.
You know, I actually thought about making a video for you, Dave. Unrelated. I thought about making a video. I wanted to make a video of you with my old retro Sega racing games. I was gonna get my Sega arcade racing wheel.
God.
I was gonna get that down. I was gonna do some Sega Rally and some Daytona USA.
No one cares. Where's Ollie?
Well, Ollie doesn't care, but you kind of care.
Back me up on this. You chat to him all the time about this. He doesn't care.
Yeah, Ollie doesn't care anymore, but there's people that care. Dom cares.
No, he doesn't. Dom, don't.
You guys play Sega Rally?
Yeah, 20 years ago.
Well, I'll make a fucking video.
Look at freaking section you have on your email or your website about.
Oh, classic games? Daniel, did you ever read my classic games thing on my website?
Please don't.
It's gone now. I had to take it down. There's too many complaints.
He went through every single game that he's ever owned of racing, saying in
I heard about you talking about it.
Yeah.
September 8th, 1993, I had a Sega such and such that my dad gave to me on Christmas. I was very excited that morning, and
I wrote these really nice little stories about all these old games, and everyone was so irate. Like, oh, this is so shit. Take this off the website. No one wants to read this.
did anyone read it?
I read it over and over again.
Yeah, you read it. Why don't you make your own essay and you read it yourself? No one wants to see that shit. It's just...
I sent Dave my religion the other night.
Oh my god.
Oh, hey, Carlos.
Hey, Carlos, man.
I feel bad for them.
For these guys? They're fine.
You should do, Steph, because we had to sit here listening to it. I'll tell you, it's constant.
Do you care about Sega Rally?
No, not at all.
Do you care about Christmas 1994?
No.
His dad
No.
had
No.
black shoes on and he
No.
went to Toys R Us and...
I'm just trying, in those stories, I'm just trying to relate to people and show them, the impact these certain games had on my childhood. I'm just trying to make myself humane. Is that what I'm trying to say? Humane? I told Daniel about Bert and Ernie.
Yeah, Bert and Ernie are cool. People need to know about Bert and Ernie.
You think the two mice are more interesting than my wheels?
Yes.
I'm gonna make a video about every one of my wheels that was made before the year 2001. I'll start with the Sega arcade racing wheel. Then I'll work my way over to my Nintendo 64 wheel.
Very sorry.
Because I was the other day, I was playing with the Sega wheel, and I thought, Jesus, this is such a cool wheel. Guys need to see this. You know? What do you think?
No.
No. Is there anything that I do that's cool?
Not really.
How did John do in soccer tonight?
John did well. He was trying to get in the game in the last like 10-15 minutes. They subbed him, and he was desperately like, "Oh, you tired? Oh, you tired?" No, I'm tired. So I kind of just subbed him.
So John
I
was.
felt bad for him.
You felt bad for him. You don't feel bad for me. I'm telling you about all my personal things I care about. You're just shitting all over me. You're shitting all over me.
We won 7-0. No one was tired, so he was just sitting out.
You didn't even ask me how my race went tonight. You don't even care. What happens when I lose a race?
When Joe loses a race, he's silent for about like an hour, and then like an hour goes by, and he comes in and he says, "Oh, he deserved to win that one." Or he says, "Oh, my buttons on my race exploded. I wasn't quick enough in bringing it back to the home screen. I'm gonna have to practice a little bit more."
Oh, God.
So you won today, right?
Yes, I won today.
Okay, you have a great, happy demeanor. I know.
Whatever.
I'm not too happy stuff. I gave the one away today.
Yeah, Dom had a really good race. Yeah,
I had
except
a
for the
great
time
start and
where
I blew it.
it's except when he molested me. But it wasn't his
I
fault.
was inside him.
He was inside me, all over me, flipped us, and then turns out he was having bad internet because he snakes his internet from his neighbors.
You're not like sweating today, so
I don't sweat.
It gets out of his face. He gets his face, especially when he's losing and he's trying to like catch up. He starts like sweating bullets out of his head, and his face turns really red, like really red. And then he comes in the room and he's like all out of breath, and he says, "Oh, it didn't go well today." And I said, "Why? What happened?" My buttons, they pressed by themselves. I'm gonna have to practice that.
Oh, man.
And that's what happened.
Well, the race went well tonight, Stephanie. My qualifying was good and my race went well,
So there
so.
was no glitches in your...
No, there was a fucking giant glitch when I got molested.
Your pedals didn't...
No, my pedals are... No, I fixed the pedals. The pedals are perfect. The wheel operated correctly tonight.
USB didn't unplug it.
No, the USB didn't unplug itself. That worked perfectly.
The
What?
dog didn't scare you.
No, the dog didn't sit on the stereo. Nothing weird happened. Everything was fine. And all in all, it was good. And I was pretty pleased with how qualifying went. 2 weeks in a row, I was pleasantly surprised.
Not at all.
Ollie didn't make it. He must have been asleep. But I know what kind of lap times he was capable of, and I think I had him covered. So. Yeah, that is nice. You don't even give a shit, do you? Do you know how hard it is to race Ollie sometimes?
I can tell because you start sweating and your face turns red and your hair gets all distraught.
Listen, I can't control which direction my hair goes. Well, do you want to go get our pizza?
Yes.
Alright, guys. I hope this has been insightful. Or just a giant waste. Yeah. Yeah, good. Good. What's that, Carlos? Which car are you driving? I couldn't hear you. Step turn on the TV. You already have it? How?
What? How?
Oh yeah, it's the 21st. That's why.
Yeah, but aren't you in America, Carlos?
I don't like the way he keeps saying yes.
Damn it, I feel like I'm missing something.
Yeah, I'm missing something too. You're not even on the game according to my screen.
Yeah.
You on the UK account? What's that? Are you on the UK account?
I don't. Does anyone else not? Does anyone else see him not playing a game? I'm confused.
Yeah, I see that too. It doesn't show he's in Project Cars. That's a massive wizard here right here.
Yeah. Either way, I'm gonna just get the car tomorrow, so you guys can eat that.
Uh-oh.
Oh, is it? That's pretty cool. All right, guys. I'm gonna go get my pizza. Thank you guys for coming to the race tonight. I will catch you guys next week for Nürburgring. Okay?
Okie dokie.
All right, guys. Have a good night.
Yep.
Alright.
See you later.
All right, bye, guys.
And thanks to my one person left on the stream.
Yeah, thanks for sticking it out.
If you're still alive.
If you're still awake,
Yeah, probably hung in the closet by now. I don't want to live in a world of these people. All right, night, guys.
See you later. Bye-bye.
Bye.
What? That guy is.